Connections. We are doing a sewer scope today here in South Jordan. Today is Saturday, June 14th, 2025, and we are at 10539 South Haven View Court. We have the camera pushed at 145 feet to the city connection. It's kind of a long line. Average length of a line that I see is usually around 100 feet, but this house has a little more square footage than average, a little further set back from the road than average, so more line that feeds to the house. So this first connection point is called the nose on. This is where it goes from your lateral line into the main city line. Looks like a good connection there. This is PVC pipe. That's what they still use on most new construction. A little different type of PVC, but it's real similar. So far, I'm not seeing any standing water. A little running water, which is just fine. I run water to help push the camera out. What you don't want to see is standing water. But so far, it's looking good. Really not much buildup at all. A little bit of standing water at that turn, but not too bad. Not seeing any roots. One thing I didn't see is a sewer access point outside, or any access point. It's best to have an access every 50 feet, which that standard isn't followed as much with this age of a house, but I would expect to see a sewer clean out right outside the house near the foundation. So that's interesting that if you don't see one. You can always access it from inside, but it's nice when there's a clean out outside, so that if you have an issue, you're having the line cleaned or scoped, they can do it from outside and not in the finished area. This is ABS. This is what they used inside the house. I mean, unless they stubbed out with ABS, and that's a clean out. That's possible. It's also possible that's just another part of the house that feeds in right there. That would be my guess. One issue with ABS is that it can have a tendency for the glue joints to separate or leak a little bit inside the house. So where it's buried, that's not much of a concern, but inside the house and the walls, sometimes I'll find dry stains where you have small leaks, and so something to be aware of. Most of those areas are concealed and not in an area where an inspector can see it, but that is one downside of ABS. Little standing water here, not even enough to cover my camera head. The deeper that is and the longer the belly is, the more concerning. That one was pretty minor. Very good. So really it looks like the line's performing the way that you want it to be. Touch of standing water at a couple of spots, but really not bad. And we were able to reach the city connection, which is great. No clean out outside. There's no obvious clean out. Questionable, the opening on the black ABS pipe, but my guess is that would be inside. Usually the clean out's outside on the PVC side. I'm going to end this recording now.